The World Championship qualifiers are back with a prize pool of over $1 million. We know the 4 golden ticket winners so far, which include Navi, Tribe Gaming, Super, and Repotted Gaming. But there are 4 more golden tickets to be given out, and here is the roadmap to do just that. Today's match, which is Clash Champs versus Dark Looters, will be taking place in Stage 2 of the double elimination, with the winner advancing to Stage 3. If you advance to Stage 5 and place in the top 4, you'll earn a golden ticket and compete on the big stage. But let's jump into this match and see who advances to Stage 3. Here we go, as Dark Looters Dave is up, coming in with a Hog Rider tech. It's not a Queen charge, but we've got the King, 12 Super Hogs, 5 regular Hogs, the Apprentice Warden moving in, and we're going to see an Apprentice Warden, not with the regular Warden King, but it's going to move in with a log launcher all the way through this Eagle Artillery at the top side of this base.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this might be the first time that we've seen the newest troop in Clash of Clans introduced to the battlefield, the Apprentice Warden, given a little bit of a bonus life aura to this attacking force up top. He gets some additional blocking support from an Ice Golem, which is making its way pretty deep into the base and might be able to get a little bit of a freeze value off here. But as Dawe moves in even deeper, the log launcher is going to be rolling straight through into the core, taking down the clan castle and getting that town hall activated as well for quite a bit of damage to splash in onto it.
Look at him push all the way to this town hall. The Queen, is she able to take the town hall down? No, but the Yetis are working onto it. Town hall with the Yeti bites? No, it stays up just barely as he needs to continue his way around. Does have the War Internal Tome, which now has to be used for the town hall explosion.
And it's going to be a lot of Inferno fire heating up these hogs that they're going to have to soak through, and that's going to require that heal spell and now a rage as well to keep them on target. The Eternal Tome is popped, and that'll protect them from the Giga Bomb. It is going to be a dicey exit, though, as it looks like maybe a tornado trap, yes, has sprung, and it's going to be keeping those troops in a very dangerous, precarious spot here, CarbonFin. They're hammering away with as much efficiency as they've got, but they are not making it through there very quickly. Hogs and archers along the bottom side are trying to path all the way through, but this multi-target Inferno has just been cooking them once again.
Yeah, that tornado trap spinning them up, and that Queen and Yetis were supposed to take that town hall down.
Mentioned their Clash Champs with very strong base building skills are going to bring them to bear in the first hit here as a 2-star 71%.
Woody, it looks like that's what he's doing. The Skelly Donut to grab the clan castle, the multi-target Inferno, and that's it. Just the 2 buildings here.
Okay, it's not going to be a super heavy hit to the interior, but he knows exactly what he needs to take down. The clan castle and that multi-target Inferno are going to be crucial targets to hit out. And with them gone, he's ready to go in for the main stage of the attack, bring in 30 balloons. Very heavy balloon-based comp here with just 1 Lava Hound to soak out in front. This is going to be a very offensive-based assault that he needs to get lined up just perfectly with that spell support to ensure that they don't take a lot of damage in the interior. There is a single target Inferno that pCastro sees set up there near that town hall in the same compartment as those 2 air sweepers. So that's going to be a little bit less splash coverage that he has to worry about as he sets up for the stab over on this right side corner now with a Royal Champion taking down another one of these air defenses. It looks like he is getting some good solid value early on and a nice early strike here in the first minute of the attack.
The Queen does burn the ability into the Eagle, but can she step to that multi-target Inferno? And he invests the Invis. Look at that, invest the Invis for the Queen to grab the multi as the Warden ability pops an early ability there for the Headhunters to take out the RC while the Blimp is flying to this town hall.
All the way there, and it's going to pop those balloons out. They do not get the target onto the town hall, though. And it looks like with the tornado trap spinning them out and around, it is going to be a difficult stab all the way in, but it does go down. Town hall is eliminated, and that is going to be some more good news for pCastro, who's going to face off against a couple of Teslas over to the left side, which is going to frustrate the pathing a little bit for these balloons. With no spell support, they've got to go quick. But it looks like with not much enemy splash damage, pCastro is just obliterating these defenses. Isn't worried at all about that last air sweeper trying to push these balloons back. They are not clumped up enough to cause any problems for this attacker, and pCastro has just crushed this base, Carbon, with so many balloons and plenty of time left. This might be the most overwhelming 3-star we have seen so far today.
So impressive, having some back end balloons, not using everything at the start. Coming in kind of delayed. He had the Warden up top with the ability for the blimp and Headhunters. Key, Headhunters took out the defensive air targeting hero.
Using now just one Electro Titan as he gets set up for the Super Barbarians. This is an attack strategy that I know you showcased, CarbonFin, on your own channel. It gets a lot of value when those Barbs are able to zigzag in between open compartments, and that is exactly what we see on this base. Give us a breakdown on how you expect to see this attack shape up.
Well, this is all about the Queen charge into the Super Barbarians. Because they have all these open walls, like you mentioned, allows your troops to move into the base and then out of the base as you can funnel your way around. So his job of this Queen is to path all the way to the scatter shot, then all the way to the bomb tower, and then even all the way to the town hall. That's why he's got a jump spell for this Queen to eventually make it there, as the King wall breaks and the log launcher is taking out the multi while he's trying to then maybe use the RC as he wants to be safe to ensure that the Queen is going there. But a Tesla farm pops to the bottom side here, Woody, for the Queen, and she's not walking in.
That is going to be some tricky funneling here now for Dr. Jonas. We'll still be able to get some value out of it, but he's got to have to refocus his efforts to make sure that she is going to be going deeper onto the inside. Those healers that are supporting her are a big army space commitment, and he really needs to get great value from her. She does loop back in now and will have that jump spell to get her into the core, but it's taking quite a bit of time. Those Barbarians up on the top side are going to start to trickle on in now, facing off against that enemy Royal Champion. They've pulled her to the outside of the walls and will be able to take her down. Now we see a Royal Champion on the assault in the core of the base with her ability already popped, getting that invisibility spell to support her. The Warden as well going to be able to snipe down that scatter shot, and it's just kind of bit by bit. Dr. Jonas is disassembling this base.
Yeah, look at this. He's still moving through this all up to his Queen, continuing into this multi with one Super Barbarian left, two more archers. He's got to use these archers at Headhunter as the cleanup now. Still has the Queen ability, one freeze to utilize. So where's the Queen gonna go? She gonna walk up? So then we gotta use Headhunter Super Barb to the bottom side cannon, because time, as the Warden's gonna stop hitting his own targets, gonna follow the Queen because he's close enough to her. So 45 seconds. This is a race against the clock here, Woody.
And he unfortunately just triggered that tornado trap in a race against the clock. You do not want to be wasting any seconds at all. He's definitely going to have enough firepower to make it through. It's not going to be stopped on that. It would just be the clock that could cause a little bit of problems, but it seems that he is going to have no difficulty after all, even though there were still quite a few buildings that were still up in the core of the base. With these open compartments, he was able to find his way around and finish them all off. The 3-star from Dr. Jonas brings the Dark Looters back into it with an impressive follow-up in their second strike. Now we saw a 3-star to start things off with the Clash Champs, and they will be moving in again with more Lalo action. Their favorite attack strat, and it is going to be a consistent strike once again with another log launcher to roll on through. Try to see them taking down these air defenses early on to take the pressure off of those airborne attackers. Defending Royal Champion gets the engage against the attacking Queen, and it is going to be a win for the Queen as those healers keep her topped off, not even having to drop any spells yet. There he finally does drop a Rage in to keep her alive and power him through these defenses. Point defenses have engaged her, but it is now going to be that scatter shot that's going to be firing away for some big heavy damage. He's done a great job though ensuring that those healers are positioned so that they don't take any splash damage from the scatter shot. Also does get a coconut loon to go through into that compartment and keep those healers safe from any traps that might get triggered. Leo's going to go over to the top side now where he starts the second stage of his attack, Carbon.
With the Warden down to help this King, are we going to see a log launcher to join in? Yes, the log launcher is going to look to help snipe the multi-target Inferno as the Queen is continuing her way to the bottom side. We've got no jump spell here, so it's all on the charge with the Queen and the Warden ability to protect the King. Yes, protects a bunch of the Barbs, the King, Royal Champion, and the log launcher through this push.
It's going to be a very difficult follow-up next for these balloons to get perfectly placed. He's got a good opening so far, but committing that Grand Warden Eternal Tome to support the Barbarian King instead of the main stage of the army means that he needs to continue through this top side and finish off that multi. He does get it down thanks to the Royal Champion stabbing on through. If he can finish off this Monolith as well and keep that Archer Queen safe, he'll be very, very happy. There it goes. The Yeti Mites do their job, and Leo follows up now with the balloons over at the 2 o'clock position, Carbon.
What an attack, just dissected this base apart. Queen got her value on the left. The King Warden got all the topside. Log Launcher snipes moving through, but also the Log Launcher helped remove the Monolith with the Yetis that came out of it. Just a flawless attack here from Leo, and shows the strength. Because Clash Champs are so good at building bases, they know the keys to taking down bases. They know exactly where the Queen's gonna go. They know dropping the healers here at this different angle is gonna help keep them alive while they walk their way through.
Need to keep this pressure going in as hard as they can, because without a 3-star to follow up, they are gonna quickly fall behind. Sinthoras from the Dark Looters has got a Hog Rider army. Not even going to be bringing any of those super hogs on in. It's just going to be all standard hogs this time for a big push around this base with 3 multi-target Infernos very deeply spread out and difficult to concentrate fire on. He's going to have to make sure that the freezes are used perfectly to shut those down and ensure that the heroes can continue to get value trying to push on through. Anytime you commit healers to this Archer Queen, you almost always need to see her continue all the way to the very end of the raid if you want to have any chance at a triple, Carbon.
And the one thing about this attack here is he used the blimp. Yes, to take out the multi-target Inferno so the healers don't hit, but 2, the blimp, you really want the blimp to pull the Clan Castle. And notice on Celinho's base how the Clan Castle is far into the core, so it's very difficult to do that. And now the Queen, unfortunately, is walking around, so as this Clan Castle is getting lured out, the Queen, the King, they're all now getting distracted on it and not going exactly where he wants. So the King is coming back around. He's running into the scatter, but the Queen, she may continue to the left unless he uses an invis to continue and push this Queen back to the scatter.
This is just such a mess for Sinthoras, who's trying his best to take down this CC, but the scatter shot is just getting so much incredible value, splattering every little support troop that has been coming in along the backside. It has locked on now to the Phoenix. It's going to be getting several pop shots up against that with splash damage onto the healers as well. They are now in a lot of danger. Sinthoras is getting hammered by an Eagle Artillery and is finally able to start the main phase of his attack now. Hogs coming in over at the 8 o'clock position, supported by the Grand Warden. But man, Sinthoras has lost a lot of his push early on here, Carbon.
But he does have this Warden ability to protect over the Town Hall once it activates. Remember, 51% or damage on the Town Hall, it will be able to be targeted by defense targeting troops like the Hog Riders as he's continuing to pass by the Town Hall. Finally, it activates. The Warden Tome just now clips a few Hogs so they can grab the Town Hall while the main push with the RC is nowhere near this Town Hall so they can keep moving up and around the base.
This is just gruesome, and he's not getting very much support from the Queen. He's going to have to get through walls before she can help out. Very nice placement on that freeze there, and he does have a couple more free spells to commit as well as that invisibility. Tesla Farm has been popped up over on the right side now, and that is going to be the last line of defense, but it looks like the offense will be able to survive. As you're noting right now, though, it's going to be all about time. We need to see that Royal Champion ability popped and get maximum value against those last remaining defenses to ensure that as much firepower can stay up. He's got another balloon to deploy. There it goes. But with only 8 seconds left, Carbon, he is running out of time.
3, 2, 1, and no! A 98% 2-star for Sinthoras.
They will be going to the ground this time, though. Instead of the Laloon strikes we'd seen before, they are now going to switch in favor of those dual hogs, with the super hogs a bit tankier and able to keep this power pushing through. Pato is going to be starting with that blimp, freezes some defenses right there in the core, and with the invis now will be sending in a lot of firepower on into the interior now, with those super wizards shocking the competition.
Yeah, again, those chains, finding a spring trap, but notice he did not invest. Ooh, jive up. he didn't invest that Warden ability, which means that the blimp was able to move in, get... Oh, man. I don't think he got all the value he wanted. I think he wanted to grab maybe that multi by the queen, maybe even take the queen down if it pulled the super wizards towards it, and or take out the clan castle. Like, there's a lot of important defenses that are still up in this base. So this could be a huge defense for Dark Looters if Pato cannot get it.
Pato rolls the dice, and it comes up Snake Eyes on the first engagement here, but it's not all over yet. He did get some value. Oh, man, the freeze misses the multi-inferno, though, and that's going to be some more damage that he could have prevented against the queen. It's going to be sending in the Royal Champion now to finish the job and make sure that that multi doesn't cause any more problems over there. Diggy is going to get a little bit of stun support as well for those heroes, as a freeze is going to be popping off in the core right now. Ice Golem going down to give a little bit more cover for the troops pushing on in. He still holds on to most of his Hog Riders, although he's dropped a few Super Hogs to start things off now. Royal Champion getting some great value into the core. If she can take down that multi, Pato might be able to salvage this and get the triple that he's looking for. The Town Hall does go down, and with these Hogs now deployed, the main phase of the attack has begun, holding onto a Rage and a heal spell as well to try to get through these last two multis, Carbon.
The unfortunate part is we have a defensive Rage now getting both these multis, the Scattershot, and Woody, the Eagle Artillery is still up. At this point, he knows it's not going to get a 3-star, so he's trying to get as much percentage as possible. But this is what Dark Looters were hoping for, to get that defense. But not only just the defense, but it's looking like the lowest percentage in this match so far.
It's so tough, though, because even with a low percentage defense here for the Dark Looters, they've been tripled twice. And so on top of the fact that those are additional stars against them, as we all know, every single 3-star is also going to be a 100% destruction. So it looks like the Clash Champs will maintain their overall destruction advantage, even though they're coming with just a high 70% destruction in this third strike from Pato. Showing a little bit of weakness in the mid-war here.
So now it's Alex's turn to answer the call with a Zap Lightning. Okay, taking out the Expo, the Grand Warden, the multi right there. As then he can come in with a Lalo and the 2 Ice Hounds, which will freeze up the area when it dies. That is the very nice benefit of Ice Hounds, so you don't have to take any extra freezes if you wanted to really protect your Lalo.
This is certainly a varsity move from VG Alex. You need to get good placement on those Ice Hounds to pop at the right spot to deny the exact perfect defenses, though. You lack the versatility and the variability of being able to drop those spells wherever you want. It's just going to be wherever those big guys pop that you will get that support. Log Launcher rolling on through. Doesn't quite finish off the multi, but it looks like we are going to get the finishing blow thanks to those Yeti Mites popping out. The off-broadcast games we can report now on the bottom side of the screen, so keep a close eye over those if there's any other teams that you're interested in watching. But in terms of this attack now from Alex, it looks like he has opened up quite a bit over on the right side of the space as he moves into the second stage of this strike with 26 balloons ready to commit.
Yeah, with that King continue his way down south, he's investing all of it for the 3-star because that Town Hall is still up. He wasn't planning to take out the Town Hall with any either the Lightning, the Heroes, or that Log Launcher. The Town Hall is planned to go down with the Lalo and the Warden ability. So here we go. As the Ice Town is down, tanking the Scatter, the defensive Rage is down, pushing these hasted balloons into the Scatter Shot to try to help remove it as the Warden looks to be coming in towards the multi to the left side as they got a path to the multi, the Milo, and the Town Hall.
Freezing up some more defenses on the interior. That Barbarian King is not going to be able to do very much against these flying troops as Alex's Ice Hound's not going to be pathing toward the top side of the space, trying to provide a little bit more cover for the last few balloons that are getting deployed now. That Town Hall in the core is going to take some balloon fire now. No, hold on. That Tornado Trap spins them around. Still, the Royal Champion with that spear is going to be able to stab it down to the second star claimed as we pass the 89-91% mark. It looks like the cleanup is going to be easy pickings for VG Alex as the Dark Looters are going to find a triple for their 4th hit.
An incredible attack. His lightning spells, heroes, Log Launcher, everything had a specific use in this attack. What a flawless plan. and execution was brilliant to now give them their opportunity against a team like Clash Champs.
Taking a look at the air defenses now, which are all really far outside these walls and are going to be difficult for Loope to pick off. It's going to be Bats now with Invis and Rage to try to get as many interior destruction as he can. One multi goes down, the CC goes down. He's going to get some additional chip off onto the Eagle and the multi on the bottom side. Can he get them all, Carbon?
Oh, no, the other multi stays. I don't know. I feel like unless he did it really quick, the Rage and Invis, I thought I heard it was like he double Invis. I'm probably wrong, but Loope, unfortunately, not able to grab that multi-target Inferno as he's pushing his heroes down south. At least the clan castle is down. That is very important because if that stays up and you don't have a way to take it down, like a poison or electro titan, your attack is going to really struggle to push your way through. As a, oh my gosh, that cave is going to be overloaded by skeletons.
Skeleton army pops up, and those bony brothers are going to just bash him and batter him. Going to force that Iron Fist ability out, and it's going to pop a few more barbarians to support the Phoenix, giving him a second wind. But heroes are going down now on the bottom side of this base. Loope's going to follow up next with a Royal Champion to stab at that second air defense. The third air defense on the top side is now being attacked by Loope, as well as the main force is coming on in. Eternal Tome to protect that battle blimp is going to go directly toward the Town Hall, as the balloons are a little bit more clumped up than I'd like to see, but they are protected, so that scatter shot gets some maximum value against it. That freeze was a little bit late by Loope there. Town Hall is going to be going down for the first star claim. The second is coming with the 50% right afterwards, but can he clean all the way up for a 3-star with still a scatter shot on the bottom still up? Big question mark there, Carbon.
With that freeze on the multi, as the balloons are now trying to fly solo towards that multi-tar Inferno, but the problem is no haste, as he's trying to get these balloons directly into the multi to help take that down. But they're getting picked off one by one as the Dragon Rider goes down to the scatter shot, and Kamill of Dark Looters is gonna get a defense, and we got ourselves a tied match here, 10-10. And I believe Dark Looters will have the edge on percentage potentially, and if they do, we'll have to see as the percent comes in. That means if they 3-star, they win. But if they don't, then a 3-star for them means Clash Champs would still have a chance to win on a triple. So this is going to come down to the very end.
This is actually super tight right now, Carbon. A 92% would bring an absolute even tie. At 91%, Loope needs one more to get it tied up. I don't know if he's going to get it. He's trying to chain some value off into the gold storage. There it is. This is exactly tied up. Even score for both teams as we go into the last round of attacks. And so not only do we now have to watch every single point of destruction, we also have to keep time in mind, because if both of these teams triple in their last attacks, it is going to be the quicker attackers that will hold the day and claim the victory. Kamill has got no time to lose then now, as he starts in the bottom left side of the space with an Archer Queen charge to try to get some opening value here, setting up for a hybrid army. Haven't seen many of these yet, but the Hogs and Miners complement each other very well, and against the right bases, they can get some excellent value. It's going to be Rage Towers on defense, though, to soup up those multi-target Infernos. That has got to be Kamill's key target to take down early on here, Carbon.
Indeed, as this queen can loop around these walls, make your way into the Town Hall, help secure that. The hybrid, we haven't seen it all too often, but it is strong when done right. I mean, just with any attack when done right, right? As the king is up to the top side with that rage onto the queen. Balloons trying to pull Seeking Your Minds. Does not do it, as the queen's going to step into the Town Hall. Poison as the hybrid is about to come down, as we have 2 minutes now left in this raid.
Miners making their way up the top side with the Grand Warden now dropped. He's going to be sending in the Hog Riders as well to support, and it's going to be a double rage multi-Inferno Tower supported with a defending Archer Queen to start firing away. The heal spell is out, and Kamill is doing everything he can to support these troops, moving through as fast and furiously as he possibly can, but with so much splash damage raining down like hellfire. The Eagle Artillery, a scatter shot, raged up multi-Infernos. He has got to commit everything he has got, and he has still held on to the Grand Warden ability this late in the raid, Carbon.
But the queen is going down, does grab the expo as their last shot there. World champions moving around with only 2 freezes left. That last heal is down. The battle drill is now opened up with more Super Hogs coming out. The defensive rage, but he misses the multi. He only grabs the expo, and the scatter shot is going to be doing so much damage with the defensive RC on the bottom side. He was hoping that his queen would continue her way down there, and now we have a 68, trying to get as much percentage as possible. If this is in the 70s, Clash Champs, all they have to do is 1% better to win this match.
Very tough position here for Kamill. Note that he still does have a little bit of offensive support coming back in from these Hogs. Unfortunately, though, he lost those healers to a big clump of red bombs right there in the gut of the base. He could have really used this chance right now to top those troops back off and get some more percentage in. But as you mentioned, Carbon, it's all going to be about getting as much destruction as you possibly can in the last leg of this strike, as he has just a 2-star with the overall damage topping out at, it looks like it's going to be in the mid-80s. He's going to get a few more shots off from this Grand Warden, bringing it to 86 total in the end.
Well, all Clash Champs have to do is get an 87% 2-star, and they are victorious. As Celinho is in with an early Warden ability for that blimp going all the way to this town hall.
Yeah, early fast strike for Celinho here, really trying to deal a lot of damage early on. As long as he can get it in, it is going to work, but I don't know if it did, Carbon. That's still a lot of defenses in that core compartment that he was trying to take down. Super Archer's going to be following up now, but he needs some excellent geometry if he's going to get the maximum value necessary to justify that investment. Celinho has spent so much here.
They are getting some skips through the... Oh, and he gets the expo through the shots. Or gets the expo, gets the scatter shot, I should say, through the expo there with the Super Archers. And now the queen is down, and the Super Barbarians can be used around the outside. And this, if it doesn't 3-star, will likely get a very high percentage, typically.
Can pull it off with a 2-star, 87% for a potential percentage win here. Celinho is going to be doing his best to get as much as he possibly can, though. It's a little bit of a spread deploy here now, as an Ice Golem's going to be going into block for this Royal Champion, making a stab in here with an Apprentice Warden as well to boost her hit points by just a little bit more. Celinho's chopping along the edges with these heroes and is just holding on to these Super Barbarians until he can get most of those splash damage structures down. The Super Barbs are going to be very helpful against that monolith on the bottom side, which would otherwise cause a lot of problems for these heroes and just obliterate any high hit point targets. So he is doing everything he can to very carefully deploy and get every single building picture perfect drop.
You do it. That queen, she's doing her best. 72. Oh, that queen's continuing her way around. The ground skeleton's popping as he's continued through this mortar. The scatter shot gets all frozen, and he does still have that queen ability to get even more percentage.
Very good luck here from Celinho to get that Ice Golem in deep enough to guarantee that scatter going down. It's just he's meeting up against a lot of defenses in this right side compartment. The queen's going to get some more value, and we're crossing the threshold now. Just 87% will be victory. There
yes!
Celinho ensures the win for the Clash Champs. Victorious over the Dark Looters and looking to finish strong, just short of a 3-star in this final strike, but is going to be pushing on for the win nonetheless, Carbon.
The Super Barbarians getting it done with the percentage. Really, the only thing left is that multi-target Inferno. They should probably be able to grab the Wizard Tower nonetheless, unless there's some giant bombs and things here. 97, 98, and imagine if Dark Looters got a 99 or a 3-star. This close is how it could have been, but well done to Clash Champs. They are victorious on percentage and win this one, and they will be advancing here in the upper bracket.